Stage or staging is mentioned several times in FX as The Bear, but what does this mean? The idea was first introduced to viewers in The Bear in Season 1 when Sydney staged at the original Beef before being hired. Since then, several characters have staged at different locations. Marcus staged at Ever, Marcus staged in Copenhagen, and, in The Bear Season 4, Luca has begun to stage at The Bear. Though this clearly is related to training at a restaurant, The Bear hasn't explicitly explained what this means or how it relates to the real-world culinary industry. The Bear has been praised for its portrayal of the restaurants and the fine dining industry. Unlike many workplace comedies, this FX series really seems to get the details right. Of course, Kami's story is all about drama, mental health, a good laugh, and, naturally, family. However, those who loyally watch The Bear are sure to pick up a few things about the way things are run in a high-end kitchen. This is especially true in terms of vocabulary. What stage means in restaurants and the culinary industry. Many characters in The Bear have staged. Sydney's Nightmare in The Bear Season 4, Episode 8 explained. In the world of fine dining, a stage is a temporary and unpaid employee. Someone who is staging is typically at a restaurant to prove their skills before being officially hired to work there. It's essentially an unpaid internship. However, just as is seen in The Bear, restaurants will sometimes send their own paid employees to stage at another location so that they can learn. Still, more often than not, staging is a part of the hiring process for nearly any position within a restaurant setting. Why The Bear hires Luca as a stage in Season 4. Luca was around to lend a hand. As previously mentioned, Sydney staged at the Beef in The Bear Season 1 before Kami officially hired her. Now, in The Bear Season 4, Kami has taken on another stage. This time around, Luca has come into stage under Marcus, who had previously staged under him in Copenhagen. In this situation, Luca isn't necessarily there to learn or to earn a full-time job. The Bear is broke and struggling, but Marcus' innovative ideas with dessert deserve expansion. So, Kami came to a deal with Luca to help out, free of charge. Luca is visiting Chicago in The Bear Season 4 because of Ever's closure, and he likely just had the extra time to help Kami out. However, he has great chemistry with the employees of The Bear. It hasn't yet been mentioned, but it would be great to see Luca become a permanent fixture at the restaurant in the coming episodes. Could Will Poulter's Luca get a permanent job at The Bear? Luca is really becoming part of the Bear family. Chef Luca, Will Poulter, holding a baby, with Marcus, Lionel Boyce, standing next to him in The Bear Season 4 EP 6. Image via Hulu. Will Poulter has become a fan favorite in The Bear. However, he hasn't yet been an on-screen regular. The fact that his character, Luca, is staging at The Bear could be a sign that will change, however. He may only be there temporarily, and Luca seems to currently have plans to leave Chicago, but anything can happen in this FX series. As a stage, Luca could certainly be offered a full-time, paid position at Kami's restaurant. However, that would depend on The Bear's financial situation improving in the upcoming Season 5. The good news is that Marcus is one of the more promising aspects of The Bear following the events of The Bear Season 4. The public recognition he has earned is likely to bring in business, which means it may be reasonable to invest more money in his department. This could ultimately result in a more permanent job offer for Luca, making him an official member of the Bear family. However, since he only signed on to stage temporarily, with no expectations of a job offer, there's no guarantee this will happen in The Bear Season 5. Still, we can hope.